and we're planning to go back. This has been like one of the lowest. I've been saving money. They ghosted me. Should I be doing this? Should I not be doing this? I can have a little bit of a break.
Open your mouth, you speak good to me.
Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Monty and I'm back for another video. We are in a new setting. This is probably gonna start being one of my main content places because I just feel so like free and just so, I don't know, I love my car so much and I never thought about filming content here, so we're here now. As you guys know, I moved back to Baltimore. I'm currently in my hometown. Moved back here after spending between 5 to 6 years away in Dallas, Texas, and a little bit of time in Miami. So I want to give you guys these move updates just to kind of show you where I am in my process. You guys saw me move from Baltimore to Dallas and you saw my experience living in Texas, living in Miami, moving back to Dallas, but you guys have never truly seen me live in my hometown, which I'm sure majority of you are still in. One of the main things that I kind of thought about is like I want to keep up this update and just kind of bring you guys along the journey because I want you to know that not only have I experienced living in your hometown and wanting to leave before my move, but I'm also now back here doing it again, and I'm like able to like show you guys the true process of getting out again. Let's go ahead and get into it. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back to my channel and supporting me. My name is Amani and I film all things lifestyle, moving out of state, anything that you can imagine being in your 20s. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and let's get into the video. I really wanted to do this video in my car, so you may hear the air, you may not hear the air. I'm gonna try to turn it off midway into the video, but for now, hopefully you guys can hear me, which I think that you can. I made a little list of what I wanted to talk about for my move update part 2, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the love on part 1. You guys really always make me feel seen and heard and understood, and that's why I'm so grateful for this channel because, you know, I may not be able to connect with or like people around me and like my everyday life may not understand me or like know where I'm at mentally, but I feel like sharing the information that I share on my channel, being open, being vulnerable, it kind of gives the space for like you guys to connect with me and know that you're not alone. Same way that you guys make me feel like I'm not alone, I know that by watching my videos you guys feel not alone. I really appreciate part 1 and just the feedback that I got from that. Part 2 today, I just want to kind of like recap and like let you guys know where I'm at, what I'm doing, our plans and everything like that. So the first thing I have on my list is where is my mental right now. I will say that 1 to 10 I'm at a 7 today. I'm at a 7. I feel pretty good. I'm working on my business. I'm trying to stay as active as possible. I've been working out. Something that I did not share in part 1 is that since moving back here I started having what I believe to be panic attacks. I don't know if they're panic attacks or anxiety attacks. Someone in the comments can educate me on what's the difference, but I've gotten to the point that some days I feel so anxious and I start panicking on the inside. I start wanting to cry, like tears may come out. I start like freaking out, and I really don't know where that is coming from. And it's been like literally like a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, it was a random Friday night. My boyfriend was inviting friends over and I was so hyped for the night. I was watching something on Netflix and I just got into this mode where I kind of just like felt a little paralyzed to the bed. Like I couldn't really move. I was hyperventilating. I couldn't breathe. I was crying. I was overthinking. I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, why do I feel this way? Why is my body filled with this energy? I know that I've had so much going on. You guys don't know, like I've had so much going on with my health, and we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about the not having my period thing. Let me put that on my list. I've been having so much health stuff going on. Like when I say my health has just kind of been all over the place, and I really don't know where that is coming from because I'm a really healthy person. Like I'm a really healthy person, but you know what they say, stress can make the healthiest person sick and almost pass away. Like I know that stress can kill you, and for some reason I started having these panic attacks, and so I'm in therapy and I kind of talked to my therapist about it, and one of the things that my therapist told me is that I am grieving, and she was like, Amani, let me turn this air down. She's like, you have to realize you are grieving. You're grieving Dallas, you're grieving the community that you made in Dallas, you're grieving your independence because now I live with people. You are grieving so many things. You don't have the best relationship with your family, so you may be grieving your family. Like, she told me that I am grieving and I have to allow myself to feel those feelings. And I feel like since I've been here, I've definitely tried to avoid those feelings, and I felt like, oh, like, you need to be happy, you can focus on your business, you can save money. But the truth of the matter is that I'm grieving. Any new changes in life, no matter what it is, you are going to have to grieve the past. You're gonna have to grieve the old experience. I didn't think about that. I didn't realize that. And honestly, that's not something that I planned for. And you know, y'all know me, I'm a planner. I like to control the controllables, but also sometimes the uncontrollables. And I didn't think about the fact that I was gonna actually grieve. And I have been grieving. And so one of the things that my therapist told me to do was to give myself the grace and the space to grieve. She told me, you know, when I have those moments, ask myself, what do I need in this moment? Maybe speak to my boyfriend. What can he do to help me in this moment? And so my boyfriend and I have done a great job with, like, when I'm in a space where I'm not feeling so good. Like, literally yesterday, it wasn't so much that I was like in a grieving space, but I was in like an overwhelming space. And some days I literally just sit in his room all day and do work. That is what I do, y'all. Like, I'll sit in his room and do work, and he goes to work, but I work from home, obviously. So sometimes I will sit in his room and do work, and I won't come out until he gets there. And I don't think that's healthy, especially for the job that I do. I'm a content creator. I need to be outdoors. I need to be experiencing things, activities. I need things to kind of stimulate my mind so that I can create. I was just like in a little funk, and when he got home, I kind of just broke down and told him, like, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that, stuff is going on in my body. Like, he was like, don't cry. He's like, let's get out of the house. I'm like, yeah, I really have to get out of the house. I have to do something. I have to experience something. Maybe I just need to feel the sun. And so we literally got in the car, we got a smoothie, we walked around Barnes and Noble, stopped at my cousin's house, and like literally after that I felt so much better. Like, so much better. So I'm realizing that, one, it's okay to grieve things. It's okay to grieve an old life. So yeah, I'm realizing that throughout this process, it's okay for it to hurt. It's okay for it to sting. It's okay for me to like just want to crawl back to my old life. And speaking of my old life, let's go ahead and segue into just kind of missing Dallas. Like, of course I miss Dallas. I love Texas so much, and everyone always asks me like, oh, like, why'd you move to Dallas? Why did you move from Dallas? Do you not like Dallas? Y'all know I absolutely love Texas. I love Dallas, and I'm excited for when we can go back, because we actually are planning to go back. We are, like, although this process hurts so much, I'm very grateful for it, because it's literally laying the foundation for my boyfriend and I to ultimately do what we want to do and get where we want to go. Like, we know that we don't want to have a lot of debt when we move into our own place and we start having kids. So what are we doing now? We're paying down our debt. We know that we want to have businesses running. We don't want to have to work for anybody. So what are we doing now? We're working on our businesses. We know all the things that we want to do, and this is literally like the foundation setting portion of it. And it's not easy at all, because even him, sometimes he'll come home and he'll just be so stressed, and like, we just have to remind each other that, like, okay, like, this is working. We got this. It's okay. We're getting there. We're getting stuff done. Our time is coming. Like, literally, when we were going to sleep last night, I got in bed and I was like, our time is coming. Our time is coming. And he was like, why are you saying that? And I'm like, our time is coming. Like, I just know it. I think as much as I miss Texas and I love Dallas, and this process has been so hard coming back here, like, just with any new thing is going to be uncomfortable. When I first moved to Texas, I was uncomfortable, but I think seeing the vision, knowing the goal, like, that's what keeps us going. One of the things that I also said that I'm open to is, like, even if we don't go to Texas right away, like, I'm open to experiencing another city. I'm open to moving to another state. Like, I'm not closed in on one thing. Like, we're 26 years old. I'm so open to just going with the flow and doing whatever. And I just know that, like, when you get to this point in your life, and like, it's just like, what the actual FUCK, it's almost like you're so open to do anything, because you just like, all right, I already experienced the worst. Like, let's see what else this life has to offer. And I'm not saying that, oh, my life is so bad right now, but I will say that this has been like one of the lowest times that I've been in. I think that's also putting me in the space of like, who cares? Like, let's just enjoy life. And so I try to remind myself to just enjoy life and not be too serious, except that the bad times are gonna come, the good times are gonna come. It's all just a part of life. My finances, like, I've been paying down debt like crazy. I've been saving money. I've been working on my business to make more money. You guys know I have Creatorverse, which is a creative agency where ultimately right now we do UGC, which is user generated content. So I create content for brands and businesses to post on their social media and to run ads on to make more money, to build more brand awareness and ultimately grow their customer base. With that, of course, I told y'all, like, I hired a virtual assistant and like I'm able to pay some of my business expenses because I don't have to pay rent anymore, and that's really helping me out. But like right now I'm kind of a little overwhelmed with my business because I'm starting to realize that, y'all, racism is still a thing, and I know that being judged by your race off bat is definitely still a thing, and unfortunately it kind of sucks because in business you just simply don't have any control over it. My UGC business, I see all these and I don't mean to compare myself, but obviously I'm human, so it happens. But I see all of these Caucasian or mixed women, you know, being so successful in this industry, and then it's like me seeing all the time, all the effort, all the money that I'm putting behind my business, I'm just kind of not seeing those same results. Honestly, like, it's not something that I thought. I didn't think about that because I'm like, all right, like, if I get help and I do the work, I'm gonna see the result. And it could be just a thing of like, just I need to keep going. But it does seem like over the past 2 months I've been putting in so much work. I've been putting in so much work with my business. I got one partnership, and guess what, y'all? That partnership, they have ghosted me after I submitted the deliverables to them, after I submitted my project to them and signed a contract and they promised me pay. They ghosted me. So I'm feeling overwhelmed with my business because I'm just like, is it working? Should I be doing this? Should I not be doing this? And I don't want to second guess myself because I know this is truly my passion. I know I was called to do this and I wouldn't be brought this far to only come this far. But it's just like, sheesh, God, like, oh my God. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, I get it. You got to go through stuff to get where you're going. But I'm like, oh God, can I have a little bit of a break? That's another update when it comes to like my finances in business, because of course, like, I'm putting out money, but I'm really not seeing the results right away. And again, that could be just me wanting it too fast, or, you know, not waiting on God's timing. Oh, one of the things that I know for a fact this season is growing up is definitely character building. I 1000% feel I feel the strength that I am building in this season, y'all. And I'm telling you, just like building muscle, like, it do not be easy because you have to strain your muscles. You have to damn near damage your muscles to build muscle. And like, I 1000% feel that right now. Like, 1000%. It's okay though. It's okay because I'm getting through it. Last thing that I want to talk about is what happened to my period. Y'all know, probably like 2 vlogs ago, I was missing my period, didn't know what was going on with my body. I did a doctor's appointment, I did blood work, and so I am borderline PCOS. And when I first got that news, I was crying so much because, you know, you hear this PCOS thing and you ultimately think not able to have children. But after a lot of research and just kind of taking care of my body, I feel myself getting back to being stress-free and having a natural menstrual cycle. I ended up getting my period. I, you know when I'm ovulating now. So it was a lot of things that was going on. Stress being the #1 thing that was causing my body to be thrown off. Again, going back to the fact that stress can kill you, I literally had to get that under control, and I'm still getting it under control. But it's a process, especially like where I'm at in my journey. Like, it's a process to like not be stressed out and not let that stuff get to me. But at the end of the day, listen, nothing is worth my health, okay? And so another like health thing that I'm going through, or kind of went through, I started going through it probably a year ago, and I realized, or no, it was 6 months ago. Yeah, it was 6 months ago. And I realized that stress is not worth it. Like, if something is stressing you out that much, like, let it go, because stress can kill you. Like, it can kill you. It can give you health problems. And like, I'm seeing that within myself. And I'm like, because I'm like I said, I'm a healthy person, and I know that, okay, healthy people can become unhealthy people, but the type of health issues I feel like I've been having, those aren't like, oh, it was gonna happen regardless type of health problems. It's like, no, this is coming from stress. Like, you are stressing and this is causing health conditions, and you have to stop. It's gonna take time, but y'all, I just am in a place where I'm like, I just gotta keep going. I gotta keep going with everything. I cannot give up, because at the end of the day, I know where I'm going. going. I know where God is taking me. I see the future, visualize it almost every single day. When I'm in those low moments, okay, I visualize, because when I'm like in reality and reality is hurting too much, I literally have to take myself to another reality. Like I have to verse jump. Oh my God, I haven't told you about it, but my business Create Your Verse is actually from one of my favorite movies, and I'll get into that later. But like one of the things in that movie is called verse jump, and it's basically when the characters, they're in one reality but they use their mind to like jump to another reality. So they may be, for example, the mom, she had a family and they were running a laundromat business that was almost failing, but like she would verse jump to when she was a famous successful actress and she was on the red carpet. Sometimes when I'm feeling the lowest of the lowest, I literally have to go within myself and verse jump. I have to, because I have to realize like, okay, this is where I'm at now, but this is where I'm going. So in order to get there, I have to keep going. You know what I mean? Yeah, this whole move has taught me a lot and it has hurt me a lot. I wish that it wasn't how it was in some ways, like regarding like not being close to my family and stuff, but I also understand that sometimes things in life happen for a reason, and it's okay. It's okay. A part of life is being hurt, being let down, being sad. I think sometimes people think that, oh no, life is supposed to always be happy, always be positive, and I just don't think that's the case. I think that being able to accept that life is neither good or bad, life is just, like, life is just what it is. Like, there is no calling life one thing or another, because it's just being able to accept that and love the journey regardless of what it looks like in the process is where I'm at. I'm so grateful for the people around me, so grateful for my boyfriend, so grateful for his family, for our friends that we get to spend almost every weekend with. I'm so grateful for those things, because like it makes me feel like, okay, at the end of the day, like I am grateful for this, because I, you know, I have these people, I have this in my corner. Like my boyfriend, he really has my back. Like one thing about that man, he don't like me to stress. He don't like when I cry, even though sometimes he be stressing me out, but he really does his best to like try to make sure like I'm in good spirits. Like I'm just so grateful for that. Like I can only be grateful for him and for that. This was my move update part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got something from this. Hope you guys learned something from this. I appreciate y'all so much for just like being here with me, understanding me, accepting me, and all those things. I am super excited to see where this journey takes us, and yeah, I love y'all so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, follow my Instagram at the Imani Collins, follow my TikTok at the Imani Collins, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.